How about this? Hey, we're back. Okay, I don't know. Nothing changed since last night, but whatever. That's right. I have a certain way with just making everything seem like it's okay on the fly. That's a college degree at work right there. Is you just get to BS everything. Honestly, I mean, if I were to just be screaming, that would probably pull in a lot more viewers. Congrats, Dove. How is everyone tonight? It's been a fun week, hasn't it? Just overall. What a week. We're gonna research some things. Apparently we need this liquid tepidizer because apparently steam engines are the way to deal with heat because it removes heat from the world. Reasons. I don't know. I think that's not exactly how steam engines work. Power. Filtration, gases, exosuits, power. Renewable energy, steam turbine. Yeah, steam engines turn hot air into cold air and give you energy. It's called snarky and unprofessional in an email. So, Germ, here's the thing. If someone were snarky and unprofessional, that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. So I think you fell right into his trap. Yes, exactly. I do get a little bit sassy. In my last job where I was doing computer repair, I did have a customer complaint where someone said that I came across as too arrogant. That's always stuck with me. Developer who wrote said email no longer works for this company. Nice. So you can say that you were right and they were wrong. Alright, so we have plans today. Vague plans. We're gonna turn this into something, I don't know. We're gonna dig. We're gonna start digging. Lots of digging is gonna happen up here. It's because you knew that you were talking about and they didn't. Exactly! Exactly. It's not arrogance if I'm right. That's the key takeaway. Alright, we're gonna mop this up. Get in there. Get in there, you. Wait, do we have a Kurbska anywhere? I don't think we do. No, we don't. That's a shame. We'll have to get more dupes. Very wrong when it comes to things related to your work. Exactly. I mean, if you're right, you never have to admit being wrong. Oh my goodness, they're just tearing through this stuff. That's good. Don't like this slime lung being here one bit. I want to not let that out. And there's nothing I can really do to stop it. That's the big problem. Alright, so what are we going to do here? We're going to build a big ol' natural gas chamber or something. What's that?
I'm gonna try peppermint tea tonight.
Peppermint tea? How delightful. Yeah. No. We're good. We're going to have a nice living curb eventually, but we're going to need power and more oxygen at that. This is going to become our big oxygen creations center. And then maybe this area could turn into a small base. Alright, hang on. I got to look up how do I deal with slime lung. How to deal with slime lung. Thank you, autocomplete there. How do you deal with slime lung? From the oxygen not included Reddit community. Chlorine airlock. Let him sit in some hot chlorine for a while until he's close to suffocation. Okay. So heat up the duplicant to boil out the germs. Alright, I don't know if that's exactly what we want to do. Okay. So it sounds like the big issue is that there's just a lot of germs and there's nothing you can do about it. End of story. Unless you're just willing to do a lot of work, which we're going to try and avoid as much as possible. Let's see. We can break in. We can break in from here. No problem. I mean, sometimes the cure can be worse than the disease, and you just got to roll with it. There's nothing you can do sometimes. We'll do like that. And we'll just do that for no particular reason, just for later. Toasty?
Oh, the peppermint just sounds very peppermint.
Ah, nice. Some delicious peppermint tea. Alright, so we want to have a big old room to let the natural gas flow. And we're going to eventually seal it off so there's nothing but natural gas in there. But that's going to take some time. A lot of time, really. But that'll be nice because we don't have to worry about filtering out the gas. We're just going to have a nice chamber of natural gas. We're going to have to deal with this. I really need a chlorine vent somewhere. Because you need chlorine to scrub the slime lung out. Looking for some pockets. Yeah, that's really the only one down there. And then up there. That's cool slush. We're going to need that. Nothing up here in space. We've already been over this away. Nothing. Somebody's got food poisoning. Because we're making this bad lice loaf. All right, we're not going to do lice loaf anymore. Lice loaf is becoming too much of an issue. In fact, turn this off. Turn off the filter. Look at this, all this polluted oxygen here. This pollution is going to be multiplying the slime lung. So plan is turn this into oxygen eventually. Turn this into power plant. Power plant's going to get hot, so we're going to insulate it after we think about how we're going to actually make this work. Let's stick with the same pattern of tiles. You know, let's dig this whole area out. Let's dig this whole area out. Let's go big. Go big. Not enough material. Wait, sorry. Did you say not enough materials? No, I've got enough materials. Don't lie to me like that. We're gonna dig through the corner. Oh, you can't do that anymore. Oh, don't want to let all this in. There's a lot of polluted oxygen in there. That should be all right. I think it'll be fine. Not dead. No, nobody's dead but Flat, and he died early on, and not even of suffocation. He died of starvation. He got out of this easy. All right. Let's print 2 tons of water right in the middle of our base. No, we're gonna get the algae. We don't have beds for more duplicants yet. All right, now why is this stuff body temperature? Oh, it's hot in here. It's way too hot in here because it's really hot down here. That's fair, honestly. That is fair. All right, so we need a farm tile to plant another Wheezewort. It worked out for him. How did you get in here? Okay, you're out. You're good. Trapped, but not forever. Just ladder that up. Let's make this our top priority, guys. Come on, come on. Get to work here. Everybody get on it. Inu. Germ, get in there with your bubbly purple hair. And everybody's got food poisoning because of the diseased water we're using. We're cooking with diseased water. That's going to change, though. We're going to get an actual grill. Classic germ. His trademark purple bubbly hair. That's the germ we all know and love. We need to just carve out a ton of space here for all this cool slush water that we're going to get. We're pumping oxygen up in here to make this something we can actually work with. This is nice. Always with the hair. Again with the hair, even. Don't worry, Day. We are working our way to that. You know what? Double time. Let's get through this. Let's get through this. 4 tiles of space is our plan here. We want to target 4 tiles of space where possible. This area. Priority 6, guys. Come on. Oh, look at them making... They've made such progress on this. Priority 6, this stuff. Oh, look, I love it. I love watching it all just come together. Thunder?
Sounds like it.
Maybe we'll get those storms after all. Oh, everybody's up here working, but the difference is now there's air up here. Hey, turtle. No hard feelings, right? I thought it was funny. What are you guys just... Okay, these... GameCube is just... What are you doing? Just taking a break. Alright, get back to work. Turtle, come on now. There we go. Typical GameCube. Yeah, air looks good. Everyone, give it up for Turtle for being a good sport. There's here. Have a shout out. Have a shout out. Classic Turtle. The most classic. All right, uproot these items. Get rid of them. Okay, we're good. We got... This area is filled with oxygen, a nice, healthy density. A little bit light on the air, so just high altitude kind of levels. Down here, how we doing? Oh, super oxygenated and super warm. Super warm. Yes, we did reach the surface near the very end of the last stream. Oh, and there's a meteor shower going on up here. So that's fun. So you missed the big plot reveal. It turns out that this is a chunk of our home planet that exploded off because of technology accident and meddling with things what man were not meant to meddle. So now we're just having to survive on this asteroid, which is actually a chunk of our own planet. Valve miniaturization, transports. Transports take a ton of power. Disease clinic. That'd be nice. Oh, here we go. Ore scrubber. That takes... I think that takes chlorine, maybe? And then it scrubs the slime we get to kind of remove the germs as we go. So that'll be handy. Yes! What a twist! Yeah, less lucky for, you know, all of humanity, but whatever. Yeah, we're the survivors. Sometimes you can catch a glimpse of the oh, there it comes over from on the left side. If you'll direct your attention to the left side of the screen, you'll see a tiny slice of a planet slowly working its way into view. There she is. Ain't she a beaut? Oh, lovely. Look at that PNG just sliding across the screen. Oh, it's so relaxing. All right. What do we got up here? Right, salt water. I still don't know what to do with salt water. All right, we got this area cleared out. It's looking good. We have space to work. We did not contract the slime lung. Ominous. That happens every time I bring up slime lung. Okay, so we could actually cut through a lot of this, not all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can cut through as far as that spot. Oh, who's starving? Gus. Gus is... He's got a day's worth of food left. We still have 106,000 kilocalories left. That's about... I think on this game mode, it's like... That's 106 meals left. 106 daily meals. We got 12 dupes, so like 8 days of food. Ah, well. So there's something they've added in this latest version of the game where we have a chance of saving humanity. But it's very late game and basically involves lots of space travel and space research before we can get to that point. Basically a distant MacGuffin that we can access. This whole problem was created by the Gravitas Corporation that was meddling with kind of some universe time travel-y stuff, and as a result blew up the planet. But there's a chance we can undo it. Alright, double time, everyone. Alright, so we're going to fill up this area with natural gas. That's pretty much all that's going to be here. Ooh, this chlorine is really settling over here. So people can't breathe in here, that's fine. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty nice thing they've kind of turned this into. Alright, so we'll make a little chamber for the natural gas and a pump. Pump it into some big tanks. And then that can go into the... what does a natural gas generator spit out? Polluted water and CO2. What are we going to do with the CO2? CO2 can be useful. Alright, we got our ore scrubber and our desalinator. Let's work on... Yeah, let's get these liquid pipes. These upgraded liquid pipes. Wait, was that the... Okay, we've already got the HVAC stuff researched. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we vent it to space, at least for now. Eventually, we might want to hold on to that CO2. There's some useful stuff we can do with it, I think, eventually. Pretty much every material has some use, even CO2. You know, circle of life or something. We're gonna dig all the way up through here. So what we need to do is create like a second pipe system. Or maybe we can just reuse this one. We got this pipe system that's spitting out oxygen right now. And we're just using that to basically make a bubble of oxygen so we can get some work done up here. Priority 6. Priority 6. We need this for oxygen. But we are going to need a second pipe. If we're using this to generate oxygen, we're going to want to pump the oxygen down. So we are going to need 2 sets of pipes. One for outgoing to space and one for incoming oxygen. The nice thing is it's going to be cold oxygen, not this like body temperature oxygen. Okay, can't reach that one without a ladder. So we'll just pop a ladder there temporarily. There you go. Get in there, Gus. Good man, good man. Yeah, let's dig. No. Let's dig on this side. There we go. We're just making some room for more pipes. That's all we're doing here. Alright, good job, Zombie Slicer. Keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, we're gonna vent the CO2 to space. And then we have the matter of all the polluted water this is gonna create. That's actually not too bad, because we can filter that and turn it into drinkable water. So, I like that, honestly. Alright, how we doing? How we doing? There's still, like, no oxygen down here. Makes sense. Everybody keeps using it all. Ooh, that's refreezing.
Greedy with their oxygen.
Huh?
Everyone's so greedy with
I
their
know! What is it with you guys? Don't be such a weenie.
I said greedy, not weedy.
I know, but I called them weenies. That's just full of CO2 right now. Okay, so we'll make this one the this will be the natural gas chamber. Do we want multiple chambers first? How much space do we want for the natural gas? Because you can, like, there's two ways you can store gases. You can store them just in a room, like this is currently, it's just a room full of natural gas. And you can also store them in these big tanks where they fit a lot more. What is the full capacity of this? Stores up to 150 kilograms. This thing is gonna pump out to a maximum of 5 kilograms per tile. So 30 tiles worth of max pressure is equal to that thing. New printables. Fried mushroom. Oh yeah, let's take that. Absolutely. We just printed some fresh food, guys. Somebody put that in the fridge, please. How's our storage? Storage is still good. We've got lots of space for food. So I brought this up a little bit ago. I don't know if you guys may remember this. These are refrigerators, which are storage closets specifically for food. And you're supposed to power them to slow down the food spoilage. But we're kind of cheating the system a bit. Instead of powering them, we have just stuck them in a big room with no oxygen. It's not airtight or anything. It's just that it's only got one way in or out. And so it's just got CO2 in it. And the CO2 is heavier than oxygen. So no oxygen comes into this room. Food cannot spoil in this game without oxygen. Hi, Lyra Min. I don't recognize... Wait, were you here yesterday, maybe? Like, vaguely. Anyway, Google's VPN, huh? I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but congratulations. Oh gosh, what happened here? Oh, there was some sand that fell and covered this. That's how people die. Sand falling. Oh, okay, gotcha. You were from James Bod's raid. Oh, man. James Bod is such a fun guy to hang out with. Not in person. I've never met him in person, of course. I don't meet anyone in person these days. Just a fun stream to hang out into. He's very chill. Ominous, again. Alright, we gotta be careful about this guy. This guy's a little disease carrier. This Morb. He is. Good Canadian man. Good Canadian fella. Good fella, that James Bod. Great at shell jumps. Wait, we earned an achievement, apparently. What do we get? Ah! Have a duplicate eat a cooked meal prepared at a grill. We did that without ever building a grill. That's what I'm saying. If you're not suffocating, you're getting out of this too easy. Speaking of, GameCube is suffocating. Okay, never mind. He's good now. Good man, that GameCube. I always said. Well, we'll miss him dearly. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, you can use the tokens for soundboard stuff. Oh, and I dropped the price on text-to-speech for tonight because I'm trying to debug it. It, like, stopped working halfway through the last stream, and I have no idea why. Leaderboard. I could add a leaderboard. I don't know what that would do. What does tokens do? So your tokens are for, like, channel point rewards that aren't in the channel point reward thing. You can do these commands with them. Basically, there were some rewards I wanted to add, but I didn't want them to be used without validating the data first. I don't want people using wheel color and then misspelling the word red. That sort of thing. Because that could happen. People would do that too. What do we got here? Sand again. More sand. It gets everywhere. Oh man, GameCube is streaming. Text to speech.
This is TTS.
That's text to speech. And I can actually hear it tonight because I'm not playing Mario Maker. As long as I'm not using my capture card, I can actually hear my computer sounds. It's such a concept. I love it. I gotta stream non-Mario Maker games more often. You know, any of the millions of games that are not Mario Maker 2. The thing is, one, I really like playing Mario Maker. Thank you, Day. Two, people like watching Mario Maker. So you just did a text-to-speech with no audio. Like, text-to-speech without giving it an actual thing to say. Which, I mean, you can do that if you want. It's just not going to do anything. Alright, these guys are working hard. I really want this stuff to get swept up, please. If you guys could. Oh, wait, we probably need more storage space, don't we? I don't even know why I bother storing things. I'm terrible at this whole storage system stuff. Here. Ah, there we go. Now it didn't do it for some reason. Did you break it already? Yeah, it done broke. Love it. Love it. So let's see here. What am I looking at? Speech synthesis stops working. Site Stack Overflow. Speech synthesis web API. Never know what's going on with this stuff. It says that it's currently speaking. That's the interesting thing. Innocent. So is Abraham Lincoln? Because he's in Ascent? So this is interesting. And this is something I never got to see last time. It says that it's currently speaking. That's curious, because it's definitely not. So how do I clear out? Oh, speech synthesis cancel. Let's try that. Cancel. Now let's see. TTS test.
Test.
Hey, we fixed it. Okay, so yeah, there's something where it like gets stuck on a phrase. Is it this? Is it like just giving it nothing? Did we figure out the bug?
Test.
That's it. If you give it a blank string, it just dies. No, it's not Terraria. This is Oxygen Not Included, which should be the channel category right now, I think. But I don't mind telling you just audibly what the category is. That works too, you know? It's all good. It's all about the quality of the level as well. Absolutely, Mo.
You are awesome.
Yes, actually. This is, in fact, Minecraft. This is Minecraft 2. They finally released it. We got a preview copy. Or something. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, it's still getting really warm in here. People go down here, and then they have trouble breathing. So we gave them more oxygen. We included the oxygen. All right, what do we do? What order do we want to do this in? We want. Let's get. We're gonna have too much power, which doesn't sound like a problem, but this system will clog up eventually. Okay, we gotta get the gases out. Get the gases out. Get the water in. Let's just dig up. Let's make a huge tank for this water here. That's the plan. Can we make the icy waterfall? So I'm gonna make just a big tank right here, and that's what we're gonna put all this water in. Just this huge tank right here. It's gonna be beautiful. 3 floors tall. Yeah, exactly that. I just see a lot of symbols. I don't know if anybody else sees just a bunch of symbols there for Lyra's message. But that is it. That's all I'm seeing there. Oh, it's getting too hot for him. It's getting hot. I think it's, I don't know if it's like certain keyboards just kind of screw up or something. How do we get in here? I want to get in here. No germs, so it might be safe to travel through. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, new printables. What do we got? Omelet? Don't mind if I do. Give me that. Give me that omelet. Oh, yes. A nice unrefrigerated omelet. That is just what the doctor ordered. Reaper, what are you doing? You're just kind of chilling. Okay, there he goes. Yes, get in there. Get in there. Alright, we're gonna start, like, working our way through with these ladder bridges, which is not great form, but it's a nice way to kind of hack a little area through. Who was that was obsessing over mac and cheese the other night? Ooh. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I meant to ask Shiner about his Alfredo experience. Shiner apparently had, up until very recently, had never had Alfredo. Ever. Which is very difficult to believe, but there you go. Apparently that's possible somehow. Alright, we want to submit bioscan to this door. We're not gonna crack open any germs, right? Yeah, we're good. All the germs are safely in this green biome here. Alright, research complete. Excellent. Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Soda fountain. Ooh. That's what we can use CO2 for. We can make soda using water and CO2. Oh, now we're talking. Ribbon, what on earth is all of this new automation stuff? Increase new media. Pixel pack. Designated a color. Oh my goodness. Okay, jetpacks I never got into, but I do remember those. Alright, transit tubes are going to be fun, but we're not going to get them until we get plastics. And plastics take forever for me, because I'm slow and methodical. He's streaming Celeste right now. Oh, he's probably doing the B-sides for Chapter 7, I would imagine. Gosh, Celeste is such a good game. I should play that again sometime. It doesn't take long if you're doing it right. Just a 1-hour run on it or something. Or if you're Gus, you can do it in like under 35 minutes. I got to see him PB the other day. That was pretty fun. Proud of my boy Gus. Alright, so what's in here? Oh, fungal spores. We might farm some fungal spores at some point. Takes a lot of slime, though. And I don't know how to generate more. Alright, we're getting close here. We're gonna get some goodies in here. I don't know what, but there better be some goodies in there. Put those at priority 6, please. Yeah, get all these goodies out of here. You know what? Let's ooh, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? All right, let's think about this. How big do we want this tank to be? Pretty big, pretty big. So let's give it. Let's give it a gap of 3 on either side. And then we're gonna ladder down below it. And we're gonna dig out this area underneath. All right, so if I'm doing 3 on either side, then we wanna do this. Oh, we're in. What do we got? Oh, nice. A vending machine. You know what? Let's inspect it for some notes. Yeah, just some lore. I started working at a company called Gravitas. It doesn't go well. Spoilers. And then some rotten stuff in here. And some nice fresh water, so that's good. A table. Hey, we got a nutrient bar. Somebody will grab that. But it's very warm in there. Nice, nice. Progress, my friends. Progress. So my plan is, after getting rid of this, we're actually going to tear the floor out and then rebuild it. Just because that's quicker than sweeping all of this stuff. And I really just can't be bothered to sweep it all. Okay, so this is like that. Yeah, ladder up the side here. Oh yeah, I was gonna put another wart seed here in order to make sure that we get some more cold air going. Yeah, there we go. Wait, what's... Oh, fertilization. Yeah, we're working on the fertilization. There we go. Nice. Alright, so now this thing is going to start cooling down this area. Very important. I'm basically just bouncing back and forth between these 2 projects here. I don't really want to start the natural gas until we get a steady source of oxygen, because the natural gas generator is just going to really ramp up our heat. And so if we can get some cold oxygen flowing, then that will help us quite a bit. Still haven't been down here. Not sure how much farther over there we can get. Okay, and that's just space. Typical space. So much slime biome. Too much slime in the way. No breathable air here. Yeah, there's just not enough air there. Plenty of air over here, though. This is fine. What's the deal? Why are we not getting enough hydrogen here? I was kind of we're backed up on hydrogen right now. Why are you even running? Let's turn this off for now. Let's see if this works. Like it looks like we're getting way more hydrogen than we can use. Like way more. Yeah, like this thing is just firing on all cylinders. No problems there. All right, we're getting closer on this. You know what? Let's go ahead and yeah, keep this digging going. We're gonna clear out a nice big area up here for this water tank. All right, so down. We're gonna let this water just kind of flow down to the bottom, and we're gonna put a pump system The pump is going to flow into a filtration system. The filtration system will be up top, I guess. And then we'll do our typical water into hydrogen and stuff thing that we do. So we're gonna need refinement, water, yeah, just like that. All right, and we're gonna only store filtration mediums in here. I've heard this is the way to do it. Keep a big tank of filtration mediums available. Let's see, you know what? I do need to get some more art going in the base. That does help morale. That's a good idea. Let's see, what do we need? We need fiber. Oh, how are we gonna get fiber? Fiber. Oh, we cut that out entirely. Oh, we have a slight problem here. We have too much water. That's gonna back up soon. Real soon, actually. Okay, you know what? Instead of fixing the problem, let's buy some time. That's the Dobbs way. What do we do with this excess water? What do we need water for? Research complete. Good stuff. Let's get some better art available. That's a good way to do it, in all honesty. What are we gonna do with this water? Okay, what food? Let's check out our database here. Plants. What kind of plants need water? Not the mealworts, they take dirt, right? Pepper plants take phosphorite and polluted water. Sleet wheat takes dirt and water. Waterweed takes bleach stone and salt water. Oh boy. Thimbleweed takes polluted water, I think. How do we pollute the water? We should cut everyone's hair for fiber. Now we're talking. Actually, in another game by the same developer, you can do that. Don't Starve lets you shave your beard as a form of gaining a resource. So that's fun. All right, we're almost here. We are almost up here. No, we didn't play a lot of that. It gets hard real fast. Real fast. Okay, so down here. Let's go ahead and deconstruct. No, not yet. Not yet. First, let's break that. There we go. Pop a ladder down here. Now let's deconstruct this before we put the walls in place. And we'll put a nice liquid pump right here. We're gonna power plumbing. And I guess the plumbing is gonna go right into this guy right here. Good job. Good job, team. This is going to be a beautiful bucket of filthy water. I'm looking forward to it. We don't even need to make it airtight or anything. Just want to make it nice and clean in here. Alright, so we got the pump. I think that's all we need now. I think we're ready to let this spill down once we get a floor built. Just gonna look just like that. Yeah, so now all the resources won't be caught at the bottom of this disgusting pool of water. Instead, they will be at the little crawl space down here, the Jeffries tube. Alright, we're gonna get more storage space. Alright, food is still good. We are upwards of 100,000, even though we stopped making food. We stopped making prepared meals. Alright. Cut this open, you guys. We don't... Oh, right. Field research. We need somebody to research this geyser at some point. All that really grants us is it tells us how much water it's going to give us per eruption, and it's going to tell us how often the eruptions should happen. Because it's uncertain. We don't know... Oh, we got new printables. Ooh, I do not want 2 tons of water, please. But thank you for the offer. Alright, there we go. There it is. It's dormant. So we're going to have... Who wants to be our researcher? We need to find out who likes research. Where is research? This is research. So, let's see. We might already have someone. Okay, so Germ Dove enjoys research and gets a morale bonus for being assigned to be a researcher. Let's see. Reaper is also a researcher. Zombie Slicer does not like research. Nobody else likes research. Germ, you don't have anything else you really like. So we're going to make you... This is like the one thing that Germ Dove wants to do, apparently. According to his stats. We're going to make him the field researcher. So Germ Dove is going to go up here and check out this cold slush geyser. And hopefully get it all figured out before it erupts. Or otherwise we're going to have to wait a long time. Alright. Alright, so this project is just about there. We're going to have some oxygen. Oh, we got the transit tube. No, we're working on Renaissance art. Fibers. Alright, fibers. Issue is these thimblereeds are a good source of fiber. Do I have any thimblereed seeds? That would be a good shortcut. Balm lily? No, any thimble. No, I don't. Typical. These things are really good for fiber usage or fiber production, but they're always in the slime biomes, which are always crawling with germs. They're all over us. Let's see. Where's the farming overlay? Okay, this will just help to highlight these guys quickly so we can see them. So there's one up there. No, that's not the kind we want. Yeah, it's just these ones in the slime biomes. So if we could kind of cut our way in without disturbing any germs, that's the ideal situation. How can we get in there, though? All right, there's one. There's one right there. Ugh, that's rough to get. It's got 5 reed fibers, too, right next to it. Are any of these easy to get to? No. Actually, that one doesn't even really have any that we can get to. Thought our slug thing gave us fiber. It does, but we have to keep feeding it. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a good way that we can work through those things. Let's see here. So what does this guy want? He wants to have lots of pinch of pepper plants and balm lilies. Like, he wants the actual plant itself. So there's some of those grow... What was balm lily want? Does balm lily need water? No, it just needs a nice clean atmosphere of chlorine. Pure chlorine. So what if we... Okay. Alright, another issue is they crawl all over the walls, so it's hard to actually ranch them. Did I apparently accidentally put some piping there in the middle of a wall. So what if we build into one of these places that's already full of chlorine? Oh, we can do a water airlock. Ooh, all right, this is a fun thing. This is a fun thing. Let's try and see if we can make this happen. We're going to attempt this. It may go all terribly wrong, but we're just going to hope for the best here. We're going to build it a little bit lower down. What's the... A lot more chlorine up there. Okay, so we're just going to dig in right around here. Wait, no. Let's line it up. Let's line it up with our pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Floor. 1, 2. Okay, that actually does work perfectly. Tiles. Alright. We're going to dig our way in. I don't know if the wild growth on these will be enough to keep these guys alive or not, but we're going to find out. Alright, GermDove is still researching this. It takes a long time to research these things. Also, he's not got the most amount of oxygen right here, so that doesn't help. Well, hello. Yeah, these guys are good. And we're going to need somebody to be the shearer. The rancher. And then we'll get fiber, and then Turtle can finally begin working on his masterpiece. It's going to be beautiful, you guys. Expect great things. Alright, we're starting to cool this down a bit. This is good. It's starting to get a little bit chillier. It's not great, but it's working. Ha! Ha! Alright, good enough. Alright, so, gonna show you guys the magic of a water airlock. Let's see if I can remember how to do this correctly. So we need a little... We're gonna kind of exploit the game's weird handling of liquids. I want to say that should do it right there. Yeah, I think that should be what we need. Okay. And then we're going to do a bottle emptier. We're basically just going to spill some water on the floor here. Intentional water spillage. Alright, so what we want is we want to tell them, hey, put some water here, please. And... Oh, wait. If enabled, duplicants will deliver bottled liquids to this building directly from pitcher pumps. Yes, I want to do one of those, please. Just give me one bottle of water here. It's going to make a bit of a mess, but we're just going to have to live with it. Oh, we don't have any water. Because this is finally emptied. You know what? This could be a nice little spot to get water. Well, it would be a nice spot if this pump weren't in the way. Alright, well, I guess we're putting a pump down here now. If it isn't one thing, it's another. I tell you what. Alright, there we go. All this for this goofy little chlorine lock. Don't. Oh, no. Well, okay, we're good. He did a little Wile E. Coyote thing. Okay, so now he's going to come up here and deliver 1 bottle of water. And then we disable it. All right, we're good. That's it. We can actually get rid of this now. So we made a mess, but hey, it's all going to spill back down in here anyway, so do we really care? Oh, wait. Dang it. We pick up too much of it. Crap. Alright, we'll work with that. We'll work with that. 158 kilograms, huh? Let's... just to make sure we're good here. Alright, so that didn't work out exactly as intended. Alright, maybe that'll work. Okay, so the idea here is that, well, it's about to pop. The bubble's about to pop. And... okay, there we go. So what's going on here? This is a tile-based game. Gases and waters do not coexist ever in one tile. Even though there's only a tiny, tiny bit of water in this tile, no gases can pass through this tile because this tile is water. So that means that none of the noxious gases out here will mix with the noxious gases in here. And this in the middle is just going to be vacuum, apparently. So that is a very basic and not very well executed water lock. But now that's going to make sure that all this chlorine does not leak out forever. We can actually have a nice, neat little spot here where the chlorine stays put. The trick is, how do we keep these guys in here? That is what I'm not 100% sure of. Maybe just a manual airlock of some kind. This is not going to be perfect. But it's going to be something. They got to slosh around in this water, unfortunately. It's very sad. Good job, everybody. Oh, Germ is almost done with this. He's still just kind of... Germ, what are you doing with this geyser? Germ really likes this geyser. Alright, but not as much as dinner. Alright, getting close on that. The hope is that this will discourage these guys from leaving. I'm not gonna hold my breath on that. Oh, we've almost gotten this all figured out. The mysteries of the geyser have almost been solved. All right. We have a work area. Now we can work on stations. Shearing station. This takes power, doesn't it? Grooming station. Shearing station. What do we want? We need both, honestly. I guess they are allowed to be out in here. That should be fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just open this area up to them. They can live in this whole area. Yeah. Okay, so now we got this nice, neat little spot that will hopefully keep them in place. We need to work on power. Wait, how much do these stations take? Grooming station takes no power. Shearing station takes 60 watts and produces a lot of heat. Noted. Don't you dare. You stay in there. So we'll groom them over here, and then we'll shear them over here. Alright, alright. That's the plan. Whether or not it's a good plan, I don't know. Power is still going to be an issue. How are we going to get power? Oh yeah, we're going to have a power station like right down here. That's fine. So I think what we'll do is just temporary. Oh gosh, Skazoo, how in the world did you get down there? Honestly, how did you manage to screw up this badly? Okay. Okay. We're good. Oh my gosh. Skazoo's fine. Wait, is someone else suffocating? No, we're all good. But now we have another problem. So that's good. You guys want to build a way out or anything? No? Maybe? Like, you could totally build a way out if you wanted. That'd be swell, honestly. Alright, well. Guys. Turtle. Alright, this is... Alright, there we go. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. Can't believe you guys. Cannot believe you guys would do that. It's like painting yourself in a corner. Renaissance art complete. Excellent. Now we just need some materials to actually, you know, make art. Smelting, sure. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Let's get the smelting stuff first. Metal refinery is gonna be good. Okay, and then we need a grooming station, which we're gonna put right here. No, actually, I don't like that. Cancel that. I want to put ladder to here and tile here, and then we'll put the grooming station right here. All right, everyone's still alive. We're all fine. Nobody worry. We're buying some sandstone. We're gonna try and keep it nice and chlorinated in here. See, with just an airlock, you would lose a tiny bit of chlorine every time the door opens, but with the water lock as well, that's gonna make that less of an issue. Cool. Now we need a rancher. Who likes ranching? Where is ranching? Critter ranching, right there. Okay, so who likes that? Who's more of a farm guy? Oh, Skazoo. Skazoo likes ranching, apparently. Who's gonna be our animal husbandry expert? It is going to be Skazoo. There we go. What does that give you? Okay, it just gives you extra husbandry points. Power station. We're going to temporarily... Oh, we need to mop this up. We're going to have a temporary little power station, I think. All right, it's getting a little bit unoxygenated everywhere. Oh, no. The oxygen machine is on the fritz. It's still going, but it's producing below capacity. Why does this keep happening? It's been spitting out a little bit of oxygen. Not enough, though. Hey, here we go. Next cycle in 43 cycles. Okay, well, it's going to be a while before we get any of that cold slush, unfortunately. That's all right. We will make do. Power. Okay, so the shearing is going to take a bit. This is officially a stable, though, so that's good. This room worked. It's very untamed, but I think these little guys are going to be just fine with that. Next up, power station. We need our natural gas. We need to get that sucked up into some big tanks, and then I don't know what we'll do after that. We'll figure something out. How far out can we go? We can poke a little bit into here. We don't want to go far. Yeah, we don't want to go too far here. We don't want to disturb the slime lung. That's the big thing. But we'll put a little bit of natural gas storage over here. Well, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a great spot for it. Could definitely be better. Oxygen, good. Oxygen, eh. Still plenty of water over there, that's good. Gotta appreciate that. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can just barely squeeze in a couple of tanks. And then maybe a pump somewhere up at the top. I don't know. It's gonna be snug. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Nah, not so much. All right, smelting. Let's work on the solid transport for now. I think that should be fine. Yeah, storage is going to be an issue. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with all of that natural gas. For now, we're just going to get... The reason these geysers go dormant, right? So there's going to be a long period of time, sometimes 50 cycles or more, where we're not getting anything. We're not getting any supplies out of them. During those times, we got to make do with what we got. So typically what I like to do is build up a big stockpile of natural gas so that once it goes dormant, we can just rely on our excess. Or else we're going to start building up these... we're going to start depending on power that's not going to be around for much longer. That's the big concern. So what we want to do... I don't like this slime lung being here at all. And there's not much I can do about it. At 150 Celsius. That's pretty warm. That's going to be pretty warm when that does come out. So let's do it like this, this, this. Yeah, no oxygen. Blah, blah, blah. Game Cute is standing on top of a door. Alright, oxygen better-ish? Better-ish. Alright, making progress. Making progress. We got chlorine right here. That's the big thing. Should I just like try and suck up some of this chlorine and CO2 here and do something with it? The thing is, all the scrubber does is just pollutes water with CO2 and then removes the CO2. I can just vent the CO2 to space if I really wanted to. Yeah, we're still a long ways off from that. Power. Oh, you know what? Something I didn't think about because it just feels awful to do. We could do a coal generator. It's not pretty. Produces a lot of heat. A lot of heat. But you know what? That might be a good little stopgap solution. Yeah. That would give us the power we need. And a lot of heat to boot. Iron volcano, that's gonna be a pain to deal with. Let's try that. Let's get in our space vent going, shall we? And that way we can just pump the pollution into space. Just spit it out here in space, where we don't care about what happens to it. Yeah, we'll do like... This is gonna be a big project for these guys. This is pretty ugly, honestly, but it works. Alright, there we go. So the idea is we're gonna have this big ol' power room. How much space does this take up? 3x3 space. Okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. A 3x3 and then a pump, an air pump. Because the CO2 doesn't go out of vent. It just appears in that area. So how are we gonna do that? Let's go with... people are going to need to actually get in there to grab, to supply it with coal. Unless we get our solid transport here. So this is a fun thing that we can work with. This will actually work out pretty well. We can actually seal this up and have automation supply the coal into the room and basically have the room completely sealed off. It's a little goofy, but this will work. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a big old gas pump in here. We're gonna save the power for last. It's gonna get really hot in this room. That is one thing that I can't really do anything about. So we want a smart battery. Smart battery. We need refined metal. We don't have any refined metal? Ah, here's the refined metal. It's all down here. There we go. That'll get them. New printables. Nutrient bars. Yeah, let's get some of those. Alright, we're going to get some refined metals now. Yes, we're basically just grabbing all of this stuff. GameCube is trapped. What else is new? Okay, guys, please save GameCube. Honestly. Please. GameCube, stop applauding and dig. Okay, apparently that wasn't necessary. Oh my gosh. Please, someone save this man. GameCube, don't die on me now. GameCube, move. Over here. Oh gosh, thank you. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, there's the oxygen. Oh. Whew. Oxygen was very low. Scary low. But we're good now. Everything's fine now. Don't know what you guys were worried about. I wasn't worried. Gosh. We're getting a lot of almost deaths here, and I don't like it. Okay. Anyway, all that for a smart battery. Which is just a nice thing we can use. Oh, it's going to get really warm in here. Smart battery is just a nice thing we can use. Not there. Let's put it here. So what the smart battery does is it lets us say turn off machines if the battery's charge is above or below a certain threshold. Let's get, gosh, I'm running out of things that I can think that we'll need in the near future. We're a long way off from rocketry. So let's go with the, yeah, let's just start grabbing things from the top down. We'll figure out when we need them. Okay, coal generator's gonna be there. Automation. Wait, why can I not? Oh, I need more refined metal? Am I already out of refined metal? I am. Wow. What is this, though? This is copper. This is refined metal. It's right there. Okay, we've got it. Yeah. We're good. Yeah, very low oxygen over there. Oxygen over here is rough, but not terrible. No slime lung in the base still. That's good. And this is still 40 cycles away from producing any water. We're just going to deal with that. Oh, but we do have our big vent to space now. That is done. So any undesirable gases, we can just ship off to space. And that is what we're going to do with this right here. Ooh, and do we want to do a heavy wire on this? Maybe. How much does the coal generator spit out? 600 watts. Oh, and we can have 1,000 watts on. Okay, yeah, we'll just use a regular wire for now. Okay, automation. Automation wire. So the idea is send a green signal when the battery, basically only turn it on. Send a red signal. Green signal. Okay, so green signal. Hold on. Send a red signal when the battery is low. Like really low. I think that should be what we want. Alright, we're going to start looking into this shipping stuff. Gosh, this all takes refined metal. I don't have that much refined metal. How much refined metal do I have? 85 kilograms. Is there any up here? Oh, there's some up here, though. So we've got some refined metal, just not reachable. Alright, then yeah, let's definitely grab that. Stop applauding and get to work. Okay, and then we want to plug in that power to this system right here. Now let's just drop the wire from the ceiling. It doesn't matter. So we need these. What is the shipping stuff? It's receptacle. Load solid materials onto conveyor rail. Unload solid materials from a conveyor rail. So I think this is the one I want. Wait, enabled. No, I want it to be disabled. Right? Do I need a NOT gate on this? Oh, it's 0. It's 0, so it is technically... It is correct. It is enabled. Okay, now do we have enough? No, we still don't have enough. We have 110 kilograms of refined metal here. How much is that? 5 kilograms, 5 kilograms. Yeah, okay, that was not much after all. Is there some up here? No. None up here. None. There could be some in here that we could scrounge up. Okay, we might have to actually manually supply this. At least to start with. Well, I guess then we'll say tell the pump also to only be on if... Wait, on if... Yeah, on if the power is on. When we turn the generator on, also turn the pump on. And that way the pump is not running all the time, so we conserve power. What a mess. All this to power this shearing station so that we can just get some stupid artwork up. The sacrifices that must be made in the name of art. Alright, so somebody's going to eventually supply that with some coal. Someday. We're getting there. I think that's all we lack on this, is somebody's gonna give it some... Yeah, there's Mo and Inu are both working on bringing some coal over. There we go. That's it. It's got coal. And now, look at that. It turned off. See? Because the power is at 10%. Now, these batteries do have a little bit of power leak. Just a little bit. So we're standing at 2,000 joules. This loses 400 joules per cycle. And these do produce a lot of heat as well. But now, look at this! Something's going on. Or was going on for a moment there. Oh, Skazoo ran out of breath. Alright, he's back. Alright, Skazoo. Hold your breath. Alright. The artwork is a little bit messed up. Skazoo keeps running out of air. That might be a problem. Do we need a little oxygen bubble in here? Skazoo's going to be spending all day just trying to get this guy sheared. But yeah, he keeps running out of breath. Oh no. Alright, that's a problem. That's a little bit of a problem. Because these guys need not oxygen, right? Drekos want... Well, do they care? I don't think they care as much about the air. Okay. Alright, what's the density of these? Chlorine... Oh, it doesn't give us density. Well, let's just look around then. This is oxygen, and chlorine is sinking in oxygen. So chlorine is heavier. So the oxygen is going to float up to the top. That's going to make these plants unhappy. But maybe that's okay. We're going to pump a little bit of oxygen in here. Cautiously. What we're going to try and do is kind of like make a little bubble of oxygen if we can. Like that? Or something? That's what we're going to try. That's a little goofy, but... mostly so we can just get this fiber already. I want to see Turtle's painting skills. Getting close. Yeah, they can get through that. That's good. That is important. All right, oxygen? Yes. A little bit of oxygen coming in now. Just a little bubble. But hopefully that will provide enough so Skazoo... Yes! Look, Skazoo is not dying of oxygen deprivation anymore. Oh, hey, we got it! We got some reed fiber, guys. Finally, this Dreko is sheared. Freshly sheared. After all that. The CO2? Is the CO2 pump working? I don't see any CO2 yet. There's not much, apparently. But the important thing is that finally, art can happen. How many fibers? It takes 1 fiber per painting. It's worth it, honestly. Honestly, it's worth it. Alright, still getting real warm up in here. Really hot. 42 degrees Celsius down here. Building lacks resource. Needs reed fibers. I've got some reed fibers right up here, so there's that. Aw. Skazoo's a good, Skazoo's doing a great job of taking care of these guys. Oh, he's so happy. But then Skazoo's got to run off for oxygen in a little oxygen bubble. I should put the shearing or the grooming station in here as well. How many tiles is that? 2. You know what? Let's do that. Let's get rid of the other grooming station and put one here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Alright, this is good. The power system here with the smart battery means we're not just constantly burning coal, so I think this is worth it. This is still a long ways off. This is still dormant. No, it's overpressure. Okay, so this is technically active right now. Interesting. Uh-oh. Guys, we have a problem here. There's been a slight slime lung breach. Ever so slight. Oh, there it is right there. That little guy. Alright, well, let's hope for the oh, it's in... Uh-oh. It's everywhere. It's in the atmosphere. Alright, we gotta start dealing with this fast. Alright, so we have cordoned off the source, this little block of slime here that somehow has slime lung on it. So slime lung multiplies in polluted oxygen. So we're going to use this deodorizer to unpollute the oxygen. Luckily for us, we are in a big area of chlorine, I thought. Yeah, there's some chlorine pumping around in here. Not enough, but hopefully that's going to help. We're going to slowly disinfect this area. And until that point, we're locking this. Art? Art? Turtle, it's beautiful. It's a masterpiece. You've outdone yourself. I don't know exactly what a poke shell needs to live, so let's find out. Where are the critters? Show me critters, poke shell. Okay. They eat polluted dirt and excrete sand. You know what? Yeah, I think we have some polluted dirt lying around. Aww. What a cutie. What a tiny, weird little crab thing. Okay, we're just gonna hope that this slime lung just eventually dies off. Yeah, it dies in healthy oxygen. So that is important. Oh, we got the smelt. Okay, we're still working on valve miniaturization. Alright, slime lung set back our big power plant a little bit, but we got a little power plant now that's only powering this shearing station so that we can get artwork. So how much do we have now? We got 2 more reed fibers. Let's put in some more paintings. Give you guys a little bit more artwork. And then it's going to be another 37 days before we have any semblance of polluted water coming in. Sorry? Who? Where? Why? Weird. Okay. I don't like that you guys keep going for this. Like, it's good. You're good. Yeah, stop using it. Please. Alright, we finished that research. We're just gonna keep them going. We're just gonna knock out the tech tree. Slowly but surely. Alright. Oh, where's... Oh, he's from the outside. We're good. We're fine. Ooh, okay. So this is halted from body temperature, which is currently, it's too cold for its liking, and also it's entombed. I see. Alright, well. Alright, Slime Lung is okay. It's getting there. It's still gonna take a little bit. But we're getting closer on dealing with that Slime Lung problem. Alright, everybody's just working away, doing their thing. The important thing now is we have art being made. What do we need? We need more fibers. Oh, we can wrangle now. I forgot about that. That's an option. How does that work? How does that work? Is that a research thing? Oh, we've already got that one. So that's a... Is that food? That is food. Critter drop-off point. That's what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrangle some Drekos and put them in there. Like this guy right here. Wrangle him. There we go. Alright, that's fine. And so this guy's gonna get wrangled. And when he does, oh, just you wait. Is anybody gonna wrangle him? Oh, here we go. Here comes Skazoo, our resident wrangler. Wrangling in progress, and boom. And now, eventually, we're going to get that wrangled critter. There we go. And we're going to plop him in here with his friends. Just like that. And now we've got a new Dreko in here, so we can keep this party going. So how are these guys doing? It's a little glum. What need is not being met, my friend? What do you need? Are you not hungry enough? No, he seems alright. He's got his food. Unfavorable environment. What's his happiness based on here? Oh, it's just because he's tame. How do I make him happy? He needs to be recently groomed. Outside of stable. How is this outside of the stable now? Room overlay. Oh, it's too big. The room got too big. Okay. Huh. Well. You know what? That's not going to be too hard to... Well, maybe it will be a little bit difficult. I feel like all it will really take... is just putting down a little bit of tiles in here. Yeah. That's 3. Alright, that should do it. Once that one is built, then this should be considered a ranch again. Or a stable, excuse me. Alright, yeah, now it's a stable again. Ah, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. This area is full of oxygen, and the pressure is too great to push any more oxygen in. This chlorine is keeping the oxygen from going out of here, which means that these plants that require no oxygen, chlorine only, will not be affected by this little oxygen bubble. And while the grooming is going on, Skazoo does not have to worry about losing air. In fact, this area is chock full of backed up air ready to supply. So, extra bonus, it's not even going to cut down our oxygen supply up here. Oh, it's perfect. Super perfect. I love it. Oh, you know what? Now that we got this better source of power, should we start looking into some kind of small kitchen? Heat. The issue is still heat. I'm gonna have to look up how to do the steam vent stuff. All right, we got the research finished on that one. Move down. Keep moving down. We're just gonna work our way down the tech tree, getting all this top tier stuff done. All right, so how does this steam vent work? Steam turbine. Oh, it needs plastic. Oh, I did not realize that. Draws in steam from the tiles below the machine. Outputs water. And I assume that the water that it creates is like, I don't know, like, I mean, obviously if it takes in steam, then it's definitely coming out colder. So I want, show me power buildings. Show me the, not the steam turbine. Okay, that's deprecated. There's now a steam something else. No? Deprecated. What is this? Okay, so that's not it. Hey, we reached cycle 100. That's good. Am I just missing this here? Oh, here we go. Steam turbine. Draws in steam from the tiles below the machine's foundation. Uses it to generate power. Okay, well that's all we get. So how do we get steam created? Hey, Mario Maker fan. Hey, nice. Is it a good one? Got all the features you were wanting? Artwork is still in progress. Pretty good. Nice. As long as it does everything you need. There is something very fun about setting up a new system for the first time. Getting it all situated. Nice. Alright, we have a renewable source of reed fiber, or I guess fibrous material, not the reed fibers. That's something different. Guess we can just start like digging some of this leftover dirt out of here. I want to make sure I leave spots for air to flow properly. Alright, so how do I create steam? I guess this thing does pump out steam. Occasionally. Sure. Is it utilities? Liquid tepidizer. Warms large bodies of liquid. But that apparently only does it to kill germs, it says, unless I'm missing something. Let's take a look at that. So that was utilities. Liquid tepidizer. Yeah, target temperature 85, so it stops heating at 85. So how do I boil water? Huh. All right, there's another research item done. I don't even know what this is, but it's the next item on the list. All right, let's see here. Actually not included. Boil water. Let's see here. Okay, so that's not what I want. Steam turbine. How does this work? Oh gosh, there's a lot of formulas. A lot of formulas. I was not ready for this. Okay. So the steam below the generator must be at least 125 Celsius. But how do I get water that hot? Oh boy, this gets complicated. Oh, you're gonna be using lunar magic. That's fun. Man, did we just get another one? How are you guys researching so fast? When did that start happening? All right, how's our poison? Not good at all. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No 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 no! Oh, it's all up in here. Oh boy, guys. Oh, we've really screwed up. Ooh, it's probably fine. Oh, it's the schools. Oh no, it's not the schools. Okay, I get it. I get it. I see what you're saying. Oh, this could be better. Please, no one gets slime lung. No diseases, no diseases. All right, good. Because I do not know how to deal with diseases properly. Okay, well, we're gonna have something to work on next time. I can see that already. The heat issue is still creeping up on us. But now the slime lung has just caught us completely off guard. It's kind of nice that we've got just this blockade of chlorine right here, at least. How did you lock yourself in here, Zombie Slicer? No, 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 no. Move out. There we go. Lock door. Not allowed. There we go. Door is locked. No one allowed in there. Alright, excellent. Slime lung is maybe starting to die off. Maybe not. Yeesh. Let's just vent the slime lung into space or something. All right, but we're getting a lot of reed fibers. That's good. That's good. All right, tiny power station right here. Skazoo going in to do his grooming for the Drekos. Getting them nice and pretty. Okay, now he's happy. Now he's happy. That's good. These guys do seem to be doing okay, I think. Like food-wise and everything, they're maintaining their food supply. Oh, I don't like it up here. I don't like that there's all the slime lung in the air up there. Airborne diseases. Scary stuff. Okay, this is starting to... Alright, good. It is starting to die off through here. There's still a big chunk of it up here, though. Does this... It's got what it needs. Alright, good. Oh, guys. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. But look at this mess of germs floating around in here. It's dying off. It is dying off. Don't worry. The important thing is it's dying off. Okay, so we want to start working on... our big ol' fancy generator system. How big are natural gas generators? I can fit one here and one here. Hey, there he is. Favorite thief. I didn't see anybody's name on anything. Hey, nice Mario Maker fan. Oh, Mario Maker fan. Thanks for I saw that you sent my world over to Shoujo. Appreciate that. That was pretty cool. At least you don't think I can't take the dong wagon? I can be the dong wagon. More or less. Close enough. I still don't know what he's using in the sidebar for his chat stuff, but this is about as close as we can get. The slightly too small chat window. That's about it. I can get away with that because he's busy. He's busy doing his Celeste stuff. We should go over and check out the Celeste stuff here in a bit. Soonish. Alright, so what we want to do here is we want to basically, like... Oh, everybody's idle? Do we not have any more jobs? Oh, we don't. Yeah, I saw that. You were, like, first in line today, too. Or yesterday. You were on top of that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to basically just vacuum this area out. Oh, you guys can't get in here yet because I cordoned it off due to slime lung because I'm still very nervous about that. There's that research. You guys just need more jobs? Is that... You really just keep needing jobs? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with you now. We could keep trying to dig this out, but there's no oxygen in here. Typical problem, I know. Let's enable this, I guess. Let's start spitting... Oh, wait, no, that's not going to work. How do we get more oxygen in here? That's the issue. We could start digging down this way. Hey, nice. Look at you go. Look at you go. Getting those ad bits. I need to turn on TTS for ad bits at some point.
Testing.
There we go. Just need to do. I need to somehow link it into ad bits. I don't have a great way to do that though yet. Because I need to like check a message to see if it has bits on it, and then if so, then do things with it. I don't know. It's a line message item. Chat line. Chat separator. Message fragment object. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's what I want. That's the class name I'm looking for. You know what? Let's just grab this whole block, just so we've got that for later. Let's just grab that chat line here, and I'm just going to store that HTML for a rainy day so I can poke at it and see how it works. New printables. We're not getting more people yet. We have too many mouths to feed as it is. Okay, so we got this. Nice. Now we can set up some power. Temporarily. Also, we want to get an automation sensor in here. Or an Atmos sensor. And what that's going to do is that's going to let us check to see what the pressure is in the room and basically turn off the vent if there's not enough pressure, so that we're not wasting power pumping out small amounts of gas. There we go. Good, good, good. Research is still in progress. Germs are still slowly dying off. Not as much over here. Well, this is like pure oxygen, right? It's got a little bit of polluted oxygen still floating around in there. Alright, more research. Keep it going. You guys keep at it. Ah, good job, Skazoo. Are these guys still not growing their... Okay, 3%. So we must have recently done something there. I don't know. GameCube has no surface germs. Let's keep it that way. Gus, go get some food. Just go get some food. Oh gosh, the oxygen. No wonder everybody's having some issues. Oh gosh, everybody's suffocating in the base again. Would you guys cut it out? Oh my gosh. This is getting to be a real problem. Alright, oxygen is flowing back into the base. Yet again. Because somebody forgot to turn the oxygen back on. Green signal if... But, I don't know. What do I want to send the signal if... How do I need to make this work? Sending a red signal. Okay. Current pressure is 160. Send it if below. Okay, now it's sending green. Now it's sending red. Now it's sending green. Oh, okay, so we're good. We're good. So now we can say just start pumping. So we're just going to turn this into a vacuum temporarily. Wait, is that what we want to do? Not really, now that I think about it. What I really want to do is... I'm gonna accidentally vent out some... Dang it, that sucks. I am in fact going to accidentally vent out just a little bit of natural gas. Anything I can do about that? Mechanized airlock would work. I don't want to vent that much gas into space. But I may not be able to do anything about that. Yeah, just go ahead. Just go crazy. Pump it all out. I don't care. Oh yeah, we can't reach that yet. Alright, we're going in. My goal was basically just vent this slime lung into space. We can't get rid of it all. There's just, there's all of this stuff here. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're done in there. Lock the door after you get out. Okay, let's see where this settles. Let's see where this settles. So this is all natural gas now. This little bubble of polluted oxygen was forced way up to the top. Can you just get some food? Oh, it's the oxygen again. Well, that situation is being handled, sort of. Oh yeah, the food is gonna suffer a little bit. It's alright, it's alright. We're dealing. We are dealing with it. Okay, so what I want now is, at least temporarily, I'm gonna just stuff as much of this gas as we can. Status check? Oh yeah, good idea. You've not eaten much today. Where did you go? Alright, not breathing too much either. That's just kind of a constant issue. But you are surviving, Day. You are a survivor. You will get through this. People are sleeping with very little oxygen. Actually, a lot of chlorine is kind of floating around the base right now. And I don't know why exactly. Huh. You know what? I feel like we kind of need to turn this back on. Huh. I mean, the chlorine is there to clean you, of course, and make sure that the germs are killed. We're trying to eliminate germs here, as I'm sure you are well aware that we're trying to run a tight ship here. Well, at least we got lots of oxygen in this room. This one room is chock full of oxygen. It's also very warm everywhere. This was supposed to be our saving grace here, but it's not going to erupt for another 30 cycles. So that kind of sucks. Alright, so now we can break that. Actually, technically we can break all of that. And now we will send a green signal if it is above 2 kilograms. The hope is that we only get natural gas in here, but we'll see if that works out. But that's the hope. Oh gosh, that's filling up fast too. Alright. People ran out of stuff to do already. Well, you guys want to work on getting some of this chlorine figured out or something? That's still filling up. Research, good. Yeah, research is something you guys can work on. Starvation. Gus cannot reach food for some reason. Okay, so Let's see if we can build a better system for this mess. Because apparently this is not getting great oxygen throughput. For what it's worth. We're trying. It's trying really hard, but it's just not enough. So how are we going to make that work? We're going to cut a big area through here or something. I don't think we have the luxury of worrying about temperature now. This area is just very hot, and that's just all there is to it. Break it open. Break it on. Oh, there's this guy, though, who is going to be chock full of germs. Yeah, he's a germ source. All right, we filled up this oxygen, or this CO2 tank. Let's build another one. The cutest plague vector, absolutely. Just like that. We're just gonna get rid of the CO2. That's the plan. Make room for more oxygen. We're trying to keep it breathable in here, where possible. It's really breathable up here. You guys are not using this oxygen at all. And there's hardly any germs in the air. Oh, that's going to be a problem. Oh gosh, this filled up already, completely. Well, okay. Another gas reservoir then. I was not ready for that. Forgot how much gas is available in those. All right, we killed the slime lung guy. No, we didn't. There's another one. No, that's the same one. Nobody can get to him. Nobody can figure out how to get down to him. That is an issue. Makes it difficult to get to. Wait, what are you deconstructing? Okay, the tile. Yes. Just making sure. Did you also... No, we're good. We're good. Okay, he died. He let out a little bit of slime lung, but it's kind of trapped with all this chlorine, so maybe that's okay. We'll see. Oh, that's right. Slime lung doesn't like heat. Slime lung dies off better in heat. But it stays fine in polluted oxygen. So there's still that. That is still a thing. This iron volcano is looking better and better. I wonder if have we vented to space? Yes, we are venting CO2 to space as necessary. Yes, our generator here, our coal generator, spits out CO2, which in turn gets pumped out into the vast reaches of space. People are still having issues with food. That makes sense. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of gases here. This is all natural gas, right? It is. That's good. That's really nice. Oh, this guy's here now. This guy is just wandering around looking for things to eat. Polluted dirt, mostly. I don't know how we're going to manage this, but somehow we're going to have to. It's just very hot. Alright, so on the to-do list, rework this oxygen system to figure out how in the world we're supposed to make this efficient and make it stop cutting out. Because right now we keep requiring someone to be running on this all the time to keep this going, and that shouldn't be necessary. Like, we've got tons of hydrogen. That really shouldn't be necessary. Second thing to figure out is how do we do a steam turbine? Because that's apparently good for cooling a base somehow. It's going to require plastic, but I still need to figure out how it works. Then we can work on getting plastic. Mostly, we just need an overstock of oxygen. This is like the worst base that I have ever built. But slowly, we will figure it out. Somehow. We need crude oil, which we have to turn into petroleum, and then we can make plastic. It's a big mess. For now, we have a source of oxygen, but it is barely keeping us afloat here. Except up here, apparently. Oh! Wonder if that's why. Wonder if maybe that has something to do with where all our oxygen is going. Like, as a possibility. Could it be that we are slowly, ever so slowly but surely, venting some oxygen out to space? Granted, that's not where all of our oxygen is going, but that is going to be a part of the problem. Oh gosh, we filled up another tank. I don't know what to do with all of this. I don't know what to do with all of this natural gas. Man. Okay, it's idle. Ugh. A lot of gas. We've got our work cut out for us. I don't know if this base is going to make it much longer. We can only hope. Alright, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, guys? We have to pick who we're gonna go visit now, because I'm about to wrap up here. We have... Alright, here's the menu. Here's your choices. We can go hang out with Shiner, who is doing Celeste. He's still working on, looks like Chapter 7B. Yeah, he's doing Chapter 7 B-sides. GameCube says he's playing Nintendo Land. I do not recognize this particular part of Nintendo Land, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a weird one. I'm not familiar with that. So that's an option. Any requests as we prepare to wrap up for the night? While I try and figure out how in the world we're going to make this work. How in the world we're going to manage to actually survive this. Like, we should be able to generate about 1 kilogram of oxygen per second. And this should be able to pump ooh, a ternary math equation. Ternary is no joke. Weird system. Don't run into it a lot in programming, to be honest, but it's still a weird system. Alright, now we've got the oxygen blocked off, so maybe some of that oxygen will start pushing down. We will see. pushed out this way. I was hoping maybe we would see another vent over here, but not the case, unfortunately. Saltwater geyser. What does that spit out? Oh, at 95 Celsius. That's pretty warm. Yikes. Huh. Well, good to see that there is another, refinement. Is there a way to turn salt water into water? Desalinator. Takes salt and brine and power. Salt water, brine, and power creates water, salt, more water, salt, and a lot of heat. Okay. Or we could probably boil it somehow. Could we boil the salt water and just get the turbine thing to turn it into regular water? I still don't get how to boil stuff, though. Dang it. I mean, we could use one of these volcanoes to boil water. Anyway, let's see here. I'm gonna make the executive decision. Let's see. What part of 6B is this? Shiner's getting kind of close on this. Let's we'll go cheer him on. He's getting really close here on 7B. So I think we'll go watch him. Let's save this doomed colony here. Hopefully things will go better at some point soon. All right. Mario Maker. We'll be back from Mario Maker on Sunday. You don't want to be doomed. Don't worry. I'm sure it's all going to work out, even if working out means starting a new save and hoping for a little bit better RNG on the level creation. Mario Maker on Sunday, and then more of this on Monday. We will have some fun with it. Oh, let me set the mood here. We're gonna set the mood. There we go. That's what we're looking for, right? That's. Yeah, we're gonna head over to Shiners. Cheer him on for chapter 7B. He's getting close on that. All right, I will see you guys over there. Everybody have a good evening. Bye.